Daily Dose of English presents Daily English Idioms. Part 37.
Bread and butter. Meaning: the main source of income or livelihood. Examples: writing is his bread and butter. Teaching is her bread and butter. Farming is their bread and butter. Cut and dried. Meaning: something that is easily understood or uncomplicated. Examples: the instructions were cut and dried, so it was easy to understand. The solution was cut and dried, so it was easy to implement. His explanation was cut and dried, so it was easy to follow. Number cruncher. Meaning: someone who is proficient in mathematics and calculations. Examples: she's a great number cruncher and can solve any math problem. He's a talented number cruncher and can do complex calculations quickly. They're excellent number crunchers and can find solutions to any problem. Put someone in the picture. Meaning: to make someone aware of something. Examples: you need to put me in the picture about what's going on. He needs to put me in the picture about what happened. She needs to put me in the picture about the latest developments. False move. Meaning: a mistake or misstep. Examples: one false move and the whole plan could be ruined. Don't make a false move or else you'll be in trouble. He made a false move and it cost him dearly. Get it down to a fine art. Meaning: to become very skilled at something. Examples: he's gotten multitasking down to a fine art. She's gotten cooking down to a fine art. They've gotten baking down to a fine art. Above and beyond the call of duty. Meaning: to do more than what is expected or required. Examples: he went above and beyond the call of duty to help us. She went above and beyond the call of duty to finish the project. They went above and beyond the call of duty to make sure everything was perfect. Had one's chips. Meaning: to be finished or defeated. Examples: he had his chips when he was defeated in the match. She had her chips when she was fired from her job. They had their chips when they were unable to complete the project. Play hard to get. Meaning: to pretend not to be interested in something or someone in order to make them more interested. Examples: she plays hard to get, but I know she likes me. He plays hard to get, but she's not fooled. They play hard to get, but it won't work this time. Have something on the brain. Meaning: to think about something constantly. Examples: she has money on the brain and always talks about it. He has cars on the brain and spends all his time researching them. They have success on the brain and are always striving for it. Heart sinks. Meaning: to feel overwhelmed with disappointment. Examples: my heart sank when I heard the bad news. His heart sank when he heard that he failed the test. Her heart sank when she saw the results. Good turn. Meaning, an act of kindness to help someone in need. Examples: I did her a good turn and helped her out. He did a good turn and offered to help me. She did a good turn and gave me a ride home. Keep a civil tongue. Meaning, to speak politely and courteously. Examples: we should keep a civil tongue when we are talking to each other. They should keep a civil tongue when they are discussing the issue. He should keep a civil tongue when he is talking to his teacher. Fat chance. Meaning, a very slim chance of something happening. Examples: there's a fat chance of him winning the lottery. There's a fat chance of them getting the job. There's a fat chance of me getting an A on the test. Play truant. Meaning, to stay away from school without permission. Examples: he played truant and skipped school. She played truant and went to the movies. They played truant and went to the park. Over my dead body. Meaning, absolutely not, not under any circumstances. Examples: she wants to go to the party? Over my dead body. He wants to quit school? Over my dead body. They want to go camping? Over my dead body. Blind someone with science. Meaning, to overwhelm someone with technical details or jargon. Examples: she blinds people with science when she talks about her research. He blinds people with science when he talks about computers. They blind people with science when they talk about engineering. In the driving seat. Meaning, the phrase means to be in control or in charge of something. Examples: after the CEO's retirement, the new manager was in the driving seat. I'm in the driving seat of my own career. He's in the driving seat of the project. A different kettle of fish. Meaning, this phrase is used to describe something that is different from what has been discussed or mentioned before. Examples: although it was a similar project, it turned out to be a different kettle of fish. Going to college was a different kettle of fish than high school. Starting a business was a different kettle of fish than working for someone else. Down the drain. Meaning, this phrase is used to indicate that something is wasted or lost. Examples: all the money went down the drain. All his hard work went down the drain when the project failed. My effort was all down the drain. Bring up the rear. Meaning, this phrase is used to refer to bringing up the end of a formation or procession. Examples: the soldiers brought up the rear of the parade. The scouts brought up the rear of the camping trip. I brought up the rear of the race. Beat one's brain out. Meaning, this phrase is used to describe trying very hard to do something, usually unsuccessfully. Examples: I beat my brain out trying to solve the puzzle. He beat his brain out to get the job done. I beat my brain out to find the right answer. Today's idioms were bread and butter, cut and dried, Number cruncher. Put someone in the picture. False move. Get it down to a fine art. Above and beyond the call of duty. Had one's chips. Play hard to get. Have something on the brain. Heart sinks. Good turn. Keep a civil tongue. Fat chance. Play truant. Over my dead body. Blind someone with science. In the driving seat. Down the drain. Bring up the rear. Beat one's brain out.